Good morning, learners. Today we are going to have a science lesson as usual. And our lesson today is going to be a continuation of what we did in our previous lessons about characteristics of matter. And just to remind you what we did in our previous lesson, we were looking at the different characteristics of different states of matter. We said matter exists in three forms. So matter exists in three forms. That is, matter exists as solids. It also exists as liquids. It also exists as gases. So these are the three states of matter. Why I'm stressing this is because you are going to meet them in class 7 and 8, and they are going to be asked in a different form. So you must now understand them very well, so that come next time when you're in class 7, God willing, you can be able to be able to understand this. So we said solids, examples of solids, stones, desks, etc. I'm going to give a few examples. Liquids, we have water, the commonly used liquids, and then the fuels. The fuels in this case include diesel, petrol, etc. And then we have gases, which we have air, then we have smell, etc. Vapor, all these are examples of gases. And so we also say that these have different characteristics. Like for example, we saw that the characteristics of solids have definite mass. Solids have definite volume, and then they have definite size. So this volume is size, definite mass and volume, and definite shape. Say we have some shapes of solids: rectangular, triangular, circular, etc. Then liquids. Liquids, we said, liquids have two characteristics. Number one, they have definite mass, and definite volume. Definite volume, which is also called size. So in an exam, is they bring size, simply known as volume. Then they are definite, or no definite shape. They don't have a certain shape. They take the shape of the containers they are placed in. And lastly, we talked about gases, whereby we say gases have only definite mass. They have no definite volume, and no definite mass shape. So they have definite volume and a definite shape. So I want to give you a formula that you can be able to use to be able to understand these things well. If any of you, in any exam, you are asked about the characteristics of matter, that's the three states of matter, there is a simple formula where you can say Mama, Mark visited boy on a Sunday. Mama Mark visited. Mama Mark. Okay, Mama Mark is a word I left here. Mama Mark Mutua. Mama Mark Mutua visited boy on a Sunday. These words These wordings are very, very important. I want us to get this was first. Mama Mark Mutua visited Boy on a Sunday. Don't place this anywhere. That is not anywhere. But I'm only interested in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 words. So I'm going to pick the first words for each first letters of each word. The first letters of each word. I said I'm not interested in this. Even I can grab them. I can just grab them and remain with that. So long as you know this, Mama Mutua visited Boy on a Sunday. That on a Sunday, let it remain in your head and don't write it here. So that I'm interested in these first letters of my words. And so, what I'm going to write here, I'm going to write, if you look at the way I've arranged my matter, my sense of matter, beginning from solids, liquids, and gases. So I'm going to say soliga. Soliga. That is what I'm also interested in. I'm interested in my soliga. In this case, I want you to see here well. Look here and look it properly. Soliga, the word so means solid. Then this li stands for liquids and ga for gases. So Lana, I hope you are together up there. Soliga. Then from there, Lana, I want you to pick the first words as I've picked here, but you're going to write them in that direction. So the first M is going to fit here, the second M in the second portion, and the last M is going to be on the last part. I come to the second line, I have V, here I also have V, and then the last line, line 3, I have only S. I want to tell you what this means. Let's go back to our characteristics here. These are characteristics of matter. Characteristics of different characteristics of matter. Characteristics of different matter. So we are going to go back to that. What do we say learn about solids? Solids have definite mass. Look at what it starts with. Definite volume, V, and definite shape, S. Is that what solids contain? Yes. Mass, volume, and shape. So that's where the formula is coming from. So when you come to solids, these are the characteristics of solids. You can just put here and say characteristics. Characteristics. So these are going to be the characteristics, all these. So we say solids have definite mass. Is there? Yes. Mass, definite mass. Definite volume. Is it there? Yes. Also known as size. So you can write a small s there. But this small s here should not confuse you with this one. This is volume for size, and S, the last shape is S for shape. And then the last thing there is shape. Let's go to liquids, Lana. We say that liquids have definite mass. Is it true? Yes, they have definite mass. From the word M, the first M there comes mass in our case here. Liquids also have definite volume, which is size. V is V there. Yes, V is here. And we say they don't have definite what? Shape. So we put a dash there. They don't have, and so it's not present. So you can gas. Which of the following do not have definite shape? Gases and liquids. Let's see what liquid gases have. Gases we say they have only definite mass. Only. The others are no. No definite volume, no definite shape. And so that's why they have only one letter here, which is mass. But volume, they don't have, and shape, they don't have. So that's how we get the formula of how to get the characteristics of different examples of matters. So don't forget this. Tell your parent, tell your guardian to guide you again. And as I've written my notes here, you're also going to do the same. I want you to write this formula so nicely in your book. And every time you'll be reading it, wherever you are, whether you are cooking, have it in your mind. And then try to write it on a paper. See whether you can be able to remember, arranging them like this. So, Mama Mark Mutua visited Boy on a Sunday. And this one should be writing from this side going that direction, and then you come and arrange them on a table like that. Pick the first wordings of the letters of the words that are given you. So now when we come back to our next lesson, because I wanted you to get this formula so that it becomes very easy for you to be able to understand characteristics of different states of matter. When we come back, I have two experiments for you about gases. When we finish them, I'm going to illustrate them on the board, and when we finish them, we will have finished that lesson next session, that is on Thursday. So may God bless you. Ensure you get this right, because it's very, very important. So that after that, next week we are going to a very, very important part, that is properties of matter. Properties of matter is a very interesting lesson. We're going to have a lot of things put here on this table that we are going to see whether they can sink or float. So with you also, I want you to assemble your own materials. I'm going to send the materials via WhatsApp, what you're supposed to have during that day, and send them to see how the lesson is going to be. God bless you. Be very busy. Ensure that you take these notes and ensure that I see them for marking. God bless you.